Okay guys, so in the last video we saw this program and we made this program without the help of any ML libraries. But we saw this thing that it is not a very good way to represent our data like this, because if you are not related to ML, or if a person is not related to ML, then it is going to be very difficult to explain this data to them. So to solve this problem, what we are gonna do, we are gonna represent this data in a very good manner. So for that, what I'm going to do is plt.plot, and instead of plotting between x and y, what I'm going to do, I'm going to plot between the first feature and the second feature. And I'm not gonna take the 0th feature because that is a dummy feature, and the color I'm going to give is on the basis of our output. So if you will do this, we will see plt.show. Okay, so it is giving us something wrong. It should not be plot, but it should be scatter. So now, as you can see here, you can say that okay, this all data belongs to the one class and this all data belongs to the other class. If you do not understand like how we came to this result, so I have explained this, all of this that I am going to do today. I have already explained this in my matplotlib library series, and if you want to understand it, then you should go and check out my matplotlib series. The link is in the description. Okay, so what we need to do here, we need to draw a line in between here so that we can see, okay, so this is the line that if a point is here, then it belongs to this class, and if a point is there here, then it belongs to this class. So this is the main work that we have today. And one of the things that we need to see, when normally we plot a graph, it is between x, and it is between y. But right now what it is doing, it is not between x and y. We have plotted this graph between x1 and x2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate the values of x1, okay, and I am going to predict the values of x2. Now how we are gonna do that? So let's take the example of the normal x and y. So this was x and y. So we had the values of x and we passed this value. We used to pass this value, and we used to get a result y prediction, whatever it is. Okay, so on the basis of this, we used to get y prediction value. Similarly, we are going to pass this value and we are gonna get this value. Okay, we will see the formula here, what formula I'm going to use to predict that output. Okay, so normally what formula we use is, we use this formula. Y hat is theta, not like this. A second. So we use this formula, y hat equal to theta 0 plus x1 theta 1 plus x2 theta 2. And right now we are going to provide this x1 and we are going to find this x2. But as in this case we are not going to consider y, so we are going to consider this nothing, and it is basically we are going to consider this as 0. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to take this value this side, and it is going to be x2 theta 2 equal to minus theta 0 minus x1 theta 1, and then it is going to divide by theta 2. So minus theta 0 plus x1 theta 1 divided by theta 2. We are going to use this formula to predict our values of x2. Okay, so let's first see what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate the x1 value. So this is going to be an np.lin space, and we want our values from this point to this point, and it is going to be minus 14 to 4, or not minus 14 to 4, but it is going to be minus 14 to 2, and we want, let's take 20 pixels or 20 values in between that. So if we will do this now, let's take fplt.scatter, and not right now, we cannot do this, but I will show you how it is going to generate our value. Let's see the values x1, and we have values -14 to 2, and these all are equally distributed values. Okay, and now we are going to predict the x2. So we have the x1 here, and now we are going to predict our x2 using this formula. Okay, so let me just clear it. So we have x2 is going to be minus of theta 0. Then we will have we are gonna add this to np dot uh, theta 0. Then we are gonna add this with theta 1 multiplied with x1, and then we are gonna divide this value with theta 2. Okay, so it should give us x2, and we have this. Now what I'm going to do, I'm again going to plot this value. This is, yeah, I'm going to again plot this value, and this time I'm also gonna make a line, the separation line between these values. So what I'm going to pass here, I'm going to pass x1 and x2. Okay, so it is showing us an error, plt dot, not plt but plt dot plot, and as you can see here, this is our separation line. So every point that is going to be here or here or here, basically above this line, is going to belong to this class, and every point below this line is going to belong to this class. So guys, this was it for this video, and I hope that you understood the concepts here. I have already created this video, but I wanted to show this process for this specific program. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.